My mother kidnapped my brother and I when I was 2, with the help of our grandfather. She packed everything up and left our father while he was at work. He wasn't abusive, but he was an asshole. But fact remains, she kidnapped us. Courts sided with her, single mother, jobless, penniless, and homeless, and set a child support payment for him, $200 per child. My brother and I never saw that money, as she really only used it to not have to work, which was one of my parents' key arguments, was she had only ever held a job for about a month before quitting. She's long since passed on, and our father is still only alive out of spite. But I take the poor examples of my parents and have used them to make my own family a success. My wife and I are going on a decade-long married. We have 2 beautiful kids, and while we're not the richest family, we have love that was missing in my family as a child. Story 55. Mom said the worst thing she ever did happened when she was 13. The older I get, the more I realize the weight of it. When Mom was little, her town was a tourist place. The big hotel regularly hired black help from the South for the season. Mom and I are white. The summer she was 13, a young Negro working as a bellboy at the hotel asked her out. She said no, but then made, to her, the worst thing she ever did, the mistake of mentioning it at dinner with her mom and grandparents. Grandpa was a cop. He later told Mom that he'd gone to talk to the hotel manager, and together they put the young man on the train home. Did they? Was he uninjured, untraumatized? Did he make it home? My great-grandpa was proud that he told my abusive ex-son-in-law that if he ever saw him, nobody would ever find him. The knowledge of what may very well have happened to that child because of my mom's words haunts both of us. Story 56. My uncle and his friends were playing with a gun when they were teenagers. Gun went off and one of his friends died. No one was charged. This was 1960s Alabama. I don't know who pulled the trigger. This story came from my mom when she was explaining why she was not comfortable around guns. Kid's family moved away soon after. This all happened in the backyard of my grandma's house that she lived in until she passed away in 2022. To think I played and hunted Easter eggs in that yard, and so did my daughter before we sold the house. Uncle Ricky was a good guy, wore a leg brace because he had polio as a kid, made a loud clinking sound when he walked. Loved Bama football, hunting, and fishing. We lost him to brain cancer in 2016. I inherited his .22 pistol. Story 57.